Hello everyone, welcome back. We're in Cupid Parasite. We are almost done with Shelby's route, I would say. Let's see. Cupid's mission, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 more sections, and there's no more choices. So now it's just reading and see how the relationship progresses. After a very long and frustrating hour and a half of the last video, they finally cleared up their misunderstanding and they both know that they like each other. So finally, we're over that now. Now we can move on with our life, with their life too. So it looks like it's the same day, so that's good, I guess. After finishing breakfast together, we headed to the office in the president's car. He matched my hours to get to work. I didn't think he would wait for me. Previously, he would just leave without me. It's obvious that the president is nicer. I really wonder what happened yesterday. I'm sure part of it has to do with the misunderstanding clear-up. But it's still weird. Why would the prestige parasite prioritize me over his work? In any case, I'm glad this is happening. I found out that the president doesn't have a girlfriend. Also, he canceled the contract because he thought I was dating Gil. It looks like we both made misunderstandings. We really do have to talk this over.
それで、今日の夕飯はどうする?
Dinner? I think there are sales at the supermarket today, so I was planning to go grocery shopping with Paris.
そうか。クラリスとずいぶん仲がいいんだな。
I think he wants you to move back in with him. Oh, did I tell you? Clarice and I have been roommates since college.
そうだったのか。初耳だ。そうか。ルームシェアしていたのか。となると、勝手なことはできないな。しかし。
The president was mumbling something to himself while we approached the office. He wants you back. Well, I'll excuse myself here.
No.
I headed to the office on the 12th floor to my desk. I'm curious as to why the president was so kind, but I have to work to help the members first. I'm so glad that the misunderstanding cleared up, and also glad that the person I like didn't hate me or find a girlfriend. For the first time in several days, I felt good about things. I used that to get myself motivated for my upcoming work. After she excused herself, I saw her off the elevator. I went to the president's office and leaned my head against the wall. I need to just say your office. She was acting exactly like she usually did. It's like she didn't remember that we kissed. She doesn't remember that she kissed. You didn't remember anything last night. You didn't even tell her that. She just knows that there's a misunderstanding. You didn't even tell her that you liked her this morning. Oh my goodness, yeah, she doesn't even remember that, so she has no idea that you have feelings for her. That's kind of frustrating still, but he knows at least, so he'll get stuff straightened out.
これはまさか覚えていないのか?
Oh, I forgot to turn up my volume, I'm sorry. At least it's only like a couple minutes in. Yeah, 4 minutes. So, well, at least he's smart enough to realize that, right? She was completely drunk, so that's more likely. But I can't ask her if she remembered our kiss. She would hate me if she thinks I did that while she was drunk.
あの時の言葉が本音だったと信じたいが。
I'm slightly doubtful if I should take those drunken words at face value. You should talk about it.
しかも今晩は普段の家に帰るつもりらしいし。
Now that I know she returns my feelings, I thought she'd still want to live with me. But it seems she's going back to her own place. She talked about grocery shopping in the car, so I figure she has no intention of eating together. I was thinking of eating dinner together and proposing to her.
となると、またデートに誘って。いや、だが、またうまく伝えられなかったら。
I thought I was moving forward, but there was no progress after all. I could have proposed, but now we had to start all over again. No, you don't. Just tell her how you feel.
どうやって彼女に伝えればいいんだ
Wow. You really are a coward. First, I have to bring the conversation naturally so that she can talk. However, I used the practice date as an excuse last time, and it caused things to go awry.
あとは
What is it? What's left? Do it! I buried my face in the wall as I continued to think. It'll be difficult to find the time to talk to her naturally about this. Just call her into your office. Like, it's not that hard. The next day. Goodness. She's humming. I was making breakfast while in high spirits. I actually got a message from the president saying that he wants to talk, so he wants to go on a date. The president is nicer now, and he didn't say anything about it being a practice date. Could it be? I know, he hasn't told you anything. Maybe this will affirm that we have feelings for each other. No, I'll make sure of it. Good, finally. This time I'll tell him my feelings for him.
今日はすっごく上機嫌ね。
Huh? Really?
ええ、昨日までの不機嫌っぷりが嘘みたい。いいことがあったのね。よかった。
Is that what I looked like?
ええ、そうよ。親の敵みたいに仕事に打ち込んでるんだもん。心配してたんだから。
Oh really? Thanks, Clarice. I was happy for her consideration and smiled at her. But back when I was shocked about my broken heart towards the president, she was always by my side. Thanks to her, I didn't get so depressed. I'm lucky to have such a great friend, Clarice, and I enjoyed our relaxing breakfast.
Hehehehe 奴ら完全に油断しておる。今こそ最終計画を始めるとき。MQ オペレーションアンタレスを開始するぞ。
You know, I totally forgot about these guys while in all of this chaos. Yay, we're skipping right to the date. As usual, I was heading to the office on the subway. Nope, not yet, I guess. On the way, I saw a member that I was managing and almost doubted my eyes. That client is scheduled to have an interview today, but that way is opposite of Cupid Corp. I was wondering why. I decided to follow the client, and then I saw another member was walking in that direction. That one too. That's the member managed by my colleague in the next desk. Perhaps there was some bridal fair going on. I imagined what the fair would look like as I saw the Cupid Corp members entering a building. Huh? I saw the building sign and couldn't help but cry out in surprise. Of all places, that was the competing company that stole the 5-star challenge cookie with fire plan. It's the building of the Roman Julie wedding. No way, another one? I got back to the office and checked the database and saw that the members I saw earlier had all quit Cupid Corp. The only answer I could guess was they switched over to Roman Julie wedding. But why? Everyone was doing so well. I remembered when they stole the idea for the 5-star challenge, Cooking with Fire. The president also said that the slanderous articles were likely to be written by a Roman Julie wedding too. Then could it be that they were all headhunted? I better tell the president quick. Ran to the elevator, but there was someone already there.
そんなに慌ててどうしましたか
Oh, Owen, is the president here?
確か打ち合わせ中のはずですが、どうされましたか
A meeting?
急ぎのようですかこの後お会いするので、よければお伝えしておきますが。
Really? Yes, please. It seems that the Roman Julie wedding are taking our members.
ロミジュリーウェディング。
Yes, haven't you heard of them? They are a competing marriage agency and are rumored to have interfered with us. They've been poaching a lot of our members, so I was hoping to consult the president about it. But he's busy. I'm sorry, but I panicked, thinking that I had to tell him immediately. I'll research it some more, but if possible, can you let the president know? What's with him? Owen?
すみません。なんだか頭が痛くて。
You're acting weird. With a frown, Owen puts his hand on his forehead. His work must be tough since Peter had quit. I'm sorry, I know you're busy too.
いえ、大丈夫です。では、社長に伝えておきますので。
You know, you have curly hair. Are you MQ? Are you the spy? I suspect you now. Yes, please. I bowed and quickly returned to my desk. I planned on looking into the Roman Julie wedding some more. I don't trust Owen anymore. In my free time, I continued researching Roman Julie wedding while doing my usual duties at work. But he's not coming. I looked at the clock numerous times, but the member I was scheduled to meet still isn't here. I entered the interview room first and prepared the documents, but they don't seem to be arriving anytime soon. I wonder if something happened. Probably left you too. I exited the interview room and checked my computer to see if they left a message. Huh? I opened my eyes wide in surprise. The member I had been waiting for decided to leave the company. No way. Why? The member promised to meet today, and we messaged regularly until yesterday. And yet 30 minutes ago the member quit. It was the first time it has happened. There's obviously something wrong here. I wonder if the president is back yet. They're probably like... In any case, I need to consult with the president as soon as possible. I headed to the elevator one more time. I got there just as the elevator heading up arrived. The elevator door opened and I got on. I realized the person I wanted to meet was right there. President, great timing. I was going to go see you.
そうか。何かあったのか?
Alright, was the issue from earlier alright?
さっきの。
You didn't tell him. Huh? You didn't hear from Owen?
いや、特に聞いていないな。何があったんだ?
So, I can't believe it took this long to finally point suspicions towards Owen. They probably threw Peter in here just to throw him under the bus. And it's been Owen this whole time that's been backstabbing the company. That's 90% my guess right now. And Owen probably got Peter fired. Or forced him to quit. Like blackmailed him or something. He saw how nervous I was and straightened his face. He said that I would explain at his office and got on the elevator with him. I know, don't talk about it there.
なるほどな。会員が続々と辞めているのか。
After hearing my explanation, he wrinkled his brow and was deep in thought. Yes, and everyone appears to be going to Roman Julie wedding.
そうか。つまり、顧客情報が盗まれている可能性があるということか。
And who would have access to member information? Probably Owen. Ah, that's right. It's not a coincidence that everyone I talked to has quit and joined Roman Julie wedding. Aiming at our members with such accuracy wouldn't be possible unless they stole the data. If they were doing recruiting in front of our building, we would notice.
誰かが私のパソコンから社内サーバーにアクセスしてデータを外部デバイスに入れた形跡があるな。
From your computer, huh? I wonder who has access to your office. Huh? From your computer?
ああ、セキュリティは万全のはずだが、相当詳しい人間か、パスを知っている誰かの犯行か。
Like your secretary? I suspected who it would be, someone who used to be here. What if it was Peter? What if it's Owen? Speaking of which, back when Peter was still here, the interference room Romeo and Julie wedding was running rampant. After Peter quit, they were quiet until today. I don't want to suspect him without proof, but could coincidences like this be possible?
とにかくすぐに各部署に調査するよう連絡しよう。
The president picked up the phone and contacted the legal department through the internal line.
スネイルだ。すまない。私のパソコンから顧客データが盗まれた形跡がある。すぐに調査を頼む。これでひとまずは大丈夫なはずだ。次はこの部屋に出入りした人間がいないか監視カメラを確認しに行こ
う。Yes. Oh, what about the police?
そうだな。まずカメラを確認したい。できれば大ごとにはしたくないからな。
Right. I nodded as we headed to the control center on the second floor of the elevator. The elevator was on the first floor, but it went straight to the president's office, opening its doors. It was at that moment it happened. Oh no! Right when the doors opened, smoke spread out. Beyond the smoke were some suspicious men wearing masks. Men rushed forward while the president stood between them and me. But he was too late. I felt my vision blur and my body felt weak. What is this? I couldn't remain standing. I squatted on the floor. I saw the president get on one knee too. Wow, they are using extreme measures. My vision completely blurred. I thought I saw someone came in, so I desperately tried to keep my eyes open. But that was futile. I soon lost consciousness. Oh my goodness. My head was pounding. What happened again? I ate some chocolate and... No, that's not it. My head was still in a haze as I opened my eyes. Sounds like you're in water. Hmm? I looked around at an unfamiliar setting and blinked a few times. Huh? What's this? My eyes darted around. Once I saw the president sleeping next to me, I finally woke up. That's right, I was at the president's office at Cupid Corporation as some suspicious people rushed in. Where am I? I tried to get up but then realized that there was someone there. I quickly took a defensive stance.
いやー、楽勝だったっすね。これならきっとトリプル07に褒めてもらえるっす。
バカ、まだ気を抜くんじゃねえよ。俺たちはことが終わるまでここに待機するのが仕事だ。MQ とトリプル07が全部やり終えた後に MQ にこの2人を引き渡して初めて報酬がもらえるんだからな。
MQ? 007? I tried to listen to what they were saying, but then I realized my wrists were tied up. No way, what is this? I tried to break out of it, but the men started having a toast and drinking while in high spirits.
いやー、でもほんとうまくいってよかったっす。これでロミジュリーウェディングがデータを盗んでた証拠は消えたっすね。
いやあ、これでもうキューピッドコーポレーションは終わりだな。俺たちの天下が来るってもんだ。
無事にキューピッドコーポレーションが潰れたらさらに金もらえるんすよね。いやー、何買おうか今からワクワクっす。
What? In other words, they were goons at Rome and Julie wedding that are trying to ruin Cupid Corp. They brought us here because we realized that someone stolen the data. Could it be from that internal line? No, the first priority is to get us out of here. The members would all be stolen from under us by the time we return to Cupid Corp. I can't let that happen. President, are you awake? President! I tried to whisper to him, but the president isn't waking up. He must have taken in more of the sleeping gas than me. Even though I am in the human realm and have a body similar to humans, I'm still Cupid. Guys don't get drunk from alcohol, and we might be resistant to sleeping gas. We do get drunk from chocolate, though. What should I do? I better do something about this. I tried to break free from the rope tied around my wrist, and then I heard my necklace make a noise. My Cupid's bow. That's it. This is my greatest weapon, the arrow of love that even Lord Jupiter fears. I know, right? Gods and human alike cannot resist the power of this arrow. Using this arrow will allow me to escape. I can do it, even with my hands tied. I'm a god after all. The president is still sleeping, right? I don't want the president to find out that I'm Cupid. He said himself that he doesn't believe in gods. I look at his face and confirm that he's fast asleep, and then touch the Cupid's bow with my fingertips. You know, it would be amazing if he found out you were a god. The Cupid's bow made a noise materialize for the first time in the human realm. The rope tying my wrist seemed to burn right off. This feels so right in my hands. My instinct says Cupid started burning up. I took a stance and aimed with the bow and arrow. Prepare yourself.
はなんで立ってるんすか？あんなにきつく縄で縛っといたのに。
It's gonna make you two fall in love.
しかもこの時代に弓やこの文明の利器と張り合うつもりか
They laugh at me insultingly as they took out firearms, but I smiled. Guns are slower than the Cupid's bow. You two will submit to me. Submit. Before the men could pull the trigger, I shot the arrow. The arrow divided into two parts as it pierced the air and then...
これは
My Cupid's bow pierced both of their hearts. Normally, the Cupid's bow will cause two people who are compatible to fall in love, but I said it so that they would fall for me. Oh my goodness, for you? That's funny. Come on, you two, take me to the mastermind.
了解っす。愛する我らが女神を。
That's hilarious.
何でも命令してください女王様
That's funny. Let's go. The ship starts to move by my order. Are they flying? We managed to return to dry land this way. Okay, they are on water. It's really funny. That was really short. Oh my goodness. Okay. All SS rank. I think the president's going to do something cool in here. At least he better. It's all about him. I can hear the waves. Please tell me you saw her shoot her bow. I was oddly calm, but also felt a strange sense of doubt. I opened my eyes to find myself aboard an unfamiliar ship. Prisoner, are you awake?
リネット、ここは。
We're on the ship of the people who kidnapped us. Upon hearing her words, I get up frantically.
お前たちが。
Oh, it's okay now. These two seem to have fallen in love with me at first sight.
は
So, they're on our side now. They're taking us to the mastermind.
そんな都合のいい話があるか
But it's true, right, you two?
はい私はもう彼女に首ったけなんで
信じられないって言うなら武器も全部渡すっす。
They both nod vigorously as they put down their guns. They're completely obedient.
一体何がどうなっているんだ
This is really funny. I don't understand, but if I can take their weapons, then that's good. I put away the guns they left and I take a look at our surroundings.
それでこの船はどこへ向かっている
Right skirt beach, apparently. The clients from Romeo and Julie wedding are waiting there.
ロミジュリウェディングやはり彼らが犯人なのか
Yes. She nodded meekly as she told me the information she found out from those two. All of the interference was all conspired by Romeo and Julie wedding. The photo of her, the slanderous articles, and the intrusion into my home were all done by them. Their aim was to push Cupid Corporation into bankruptcy. They used all these dirty tricks to interfere with our business.
そうかだが 彼らが裏切ってくれたおかげで風向きが我々に向いたというわけか。一体どんな人間が黒幕なんだろうな。
Let's catch them.
ああ。黒幕はお前だったのか。
Does he know them? Upon arriving upon the coast, the person waiting for us was someone I knew very well. It wasn't Peter. It was the president's most trusted person who was there long before Peter was. I knew it. Owen Harriet, who was the president's secretary and most trusted person.
それはこっちのセリフですよ。なんでお前たちそっちについているんだ。
Wow, he sounds totally different. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that it took him pausing like that for us to even suspect him.
MQ すいません。俺たち彼女に忠誠を誓ったんす。
悪いな。もうあんたの指示には従えないんだ。
なんであのバカそうなカメラマンを雇って私だとバレないように細工までしたのに。
Wow, can't believe how different he sounds. Huh? Cameraman? You mean you were trying to frame Peter into taking the fall for you? So you were conspiring so that all the suspicion would fall on Peter.
彼が辞める時も言っていたな。彼が来てから不審なことが起こるようになったと。そのために秘書を増やしたかったのか。
違う、そうじゃない。忙しかったのは本当で、あの男は私はただ。
Owen put his hands over his head and started to convulse in pain. He grabbed his hair from both sides while he glared at the president with bloodshot eyes.
だいたい社長が悪いんですよ。私を代理になんて使って、そのせいでテレビに映るし、親戚には笑われるし、その上代理婚活なんてさせて、私だって婚活したかったのに。
Why didn't you just tell him that?
そうだったのか。
そうですよ。この僕年人、当変僕、アンパンタン、お前の母ちゃん、でべそう。
Oh my goodness. How old are you? He doesn't have much of a vocabulary.
仕事ばっかで私の気持ちなんか全然気づかなくて、いつだってこき使って、おかげで私を入れてパラサイト6だなんて言われるし、私はパラサイトなんてしてない。社長と違う、まともなのに、あんたばっか世間に認められて、だから憎くて憎い。
It's like he's a child. With tears in his eyes, Otis started smacking his own head in a scary way. It's like there was something in his head breaking out. It sounds like he's brainwashed. Didn't Lady Minerva say you can brainwash humans? I wonder if 007 has been brainwashed. 007. What if 007 has been brainwashed? She said the gods of the Olympian 12, so higher up gods, can brainwash humans if their mind mentality is set on something. So if he harbored any kind of feelings whatsoever, he could have been brainwashed, because he sounds like a completely different person right now. What's gotten into him?
私は違う。強い。一人でもやり遂げ。キューピッド潰す。
That's why he had all like these random headaches. He would just break out into a headache all of a sudden, and he would be strange again.
オーウェン。
うるさい。 うるさいうるさいうるさいうるさい。私の名前を呼ぶな。
He shouted and pulled out something from his inner pocket and pointed it at the sky. I heard a loud bang and realized that there was a gun in Owen's hand. He pointed it at the sky and fired. Right after that, he aimed the gun at us.
あんたが悪いんだ。あんたが悪いから俺は私はこれでこれを使って。
He's completely crazy.
オーウェン、落ち着く。
動くな。
Owen shouts while spitting. He usually is so calm and polite, but now he's making a fierce face I've never thought that he would make. His eyes are bloodshot and his hands are shaking. His words are filled with confusion, and there's obviously something wrong. I better stop him. I have to use Cupid's bow again. I reached for my chest, but then froze up for some reason. This is my divine power. Using Cupid's bow will reveal to the president that I'm Cupid. He will find out I'm not human. I don't want to have someone I like to know I'm not human. The president doesn't believe in gods. He would say that Cupid doesn't exist. No, Lynette. There's no time for that. You have to use it. There's danger right in front of your eyes.
消える。消えるを。もう嫌だ。あんたたちみたいなのがいるから俺は私は負け組になるんだ。惨めなのはもう嫌だ。勝つのは私だ。私だ私だ。消えろ。
Owen pulled the trigger. Oh no, I can't make it in time. And in the next moment, a gunshot echoed with the sunset in the backdrop. But I don't feel any pain anywhere. It wasn't me that Owen shot. Why didn't you use your bow? What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. That scared me. I'm like, no, he can't get shot. Oh my goodness, he had a gun on him this whole time? Shelby? It was President Shelby that fired the gun. There is smoke coming out of the barrel he held. That gun must have been taken from the goons earlier. Did he shoot Owen? Okay, good. He doesn't actually carry a gun to work. I gasped to see where he pointed his gun. I followed his gaze in that direction to see Owen still standing there. He doesn't appear hurt, but the gun was gone from his hand.
バカな。私の手にある銃を一発で撃ち飛ばすなんて。
Because he is all SS. As soon as it said all SS, I knew the president was going to do something cool. I look carefully and see another gun far away from where Owen is. It's now wet with the waves. This means that the president actually shot the gun out of Owen's hand from this distance without hurting Owen.
全て SS だ。
That is the best line ever. I am all SS. I love it. Oh my goodness. The president continued to aim at Owen while reloading with a cold stare.
オーウェン、投降しろ。次は足を撃つ。
Owen goes pale and takes a step back. The president continues to aim at him.
私は違うんです社長。
That's gonna be my title. All SS. His face becomes even paler and his eyes redder, his breathing is stressed, and Owen's body starts to shake violently.
ただ羨ましくてそうしたら黒いぼやがかかって体が軽くなって全て何もかも全部がうまくいくって言うから。
It definitely sounds like he's brainwashed.
あの人が助けてくれるって言ったんだ。惨めな私じゃなくつって。
Owen started screaming. He held his hand between his hands as he collapsed.
Owen!
MQ どうしたんすか？
おい、泡吹いてる。救急車呼ぶぞ。
He got there fast. Right? Oh, it's a patrol car. Right then a patrol car came through and lots of police officers rushed out of the vehicle.
Hey! Please!
警察だ！兄貴！
Wow, this just went to crazy land, didn't it?
こちらだ。私が通報したスネイルだ。彼らが私を誘拐した犯人だ。
通報？いつの間に？
さっき呼んでおいた。船の上からな。
I didn't see him do that. As usual, he's always prepared. He was getting kidnapped, but he took their guns to make usable and also called the police. He is all SS. It's something only the president could do. But it's true that he saved me. In any case, Owen needs to be taken to the hospital. He saw the Roman Julie wedding people get taken away by the police, and we headed to the police station for questioning. After receiving the questioning, the legal department of Cupid Corporation arrived, and so we left the rest to them. We decided to return to the office for now. Who is MQ though? Not MQ. Who is 007? I must know. Upon exiting the police station, it was already pitch black outside. The starry skies of the lights from the buildings are glittering. The office isn't that far from the police station that we needed to take a subway or a taxi. We decided to walk back. What a day. The resident stops walking suddenly. I wondered what was the matter and turned around. He looked straight at me.
Lynette.
He called my name in a gentle voice as he takes my hand. He embraced me gently, as if holding a delicate baby.
よかった。無事で。
Oh. His arms wrap around me as he clung to me desperately. I can hear the beating of his heart through my skin.
応援に銃を向けられて、ゾッとしたんだ。もし、お前が撃たれたらと。
His raspy voice with a serious tone whispered into my ear. The fragrance of the president fills my heart up. I see. I almost got shot. I really wanted to see her use the boat. I was desperate at the time and didn't really process what had happened. Looking back, what could have happened scares me. If I was shot, or if the president was shot, we wouldn't be here right now. I was told that a god descending upon the human realm will make your body like that of a human's. If I did get shot, I probably would have died. But I'm alive. That feeling, it seemed to shake my worldview. That felt real to me for the first time since I came to the human realm. It was the first time I experienced danger and also the feeling that I was alive. The sense of not wanting to die is there only because there was someone I've fallen for. Shelby.
リネット、お前に伝えたいことがあるんだ。
You finally going to tell her? The president let go of me so that we can see each other's faces. His icy blue eyes are so clear. His looks are cool, but his gaze is warm. He only has eyes for me right now.
私はお前のことが。
You can answer your phone. President looked so disappointed as he reached for his phone to answer.
私だ。ん？ああ、そうか。ご苦労だった。なあ、わかった。すぐ戻る。すまない。すぐに会社に戻る必要がありそうだ。だが、 今回の件についてはすでに大方調べがついたらしい。
You know, I'm not gonna even bother to explain how mad I am right now at this guy. All you had to do was turn it off. Or you can tell her along the way. Like, I don't understand. Huh? What investigation?
ロミジュリーウェディングに捜査が入るとのことだ。
You know, at this point, you might as well just give up. It's not gonna happen. You might as well just give it up. Oh my goodness. We both returned to the office of Cupid Corporation. Everyone must have heard about the incident because there was quite an uproar. The police and many other people were coming in and out of the office.
では、私は社長室に戻る。誰かに家まで送らせるから、お前は一旦自分のデスクに戻ってくれ。
I can take care of myself. I can go home on my own.
あんなことがあった後にお前を一人にできるか。いいから自分のデスクから動くな。いいな。
He points at me right as he enters the office. I was left behind by myself there. I have to get on the same elevator, you know. I got left behind, so I'll just get on the next one. After getting kidnapped, a lot of my work for the day was left undone. I tried to remember my schedule for the day, wondering if I had any interviews. Then I got on the elevator that finally arrived. And no one's here. The robot vacuum cleaner that runs after business hours ended is going around the floor. I look at the whiteboard and it seems there was some urgent order to send everyone home. It's probably because of the ongoing investigation. Seems like it's really serious. The president told me to wait here, but I wondered if that was right as I looked at the time. I then realized that there was someone by the cabinet.
失敗している。まずい。M キューラの場所がわからなくなった。こうなったら、直に私が。
What are you going to do? And how come the police haven't seen you yet? There was someone in the shadows. I thought it was some intruder, but I recognized that silhouette. He's gigantic and is a donning fashion that is unusual for the human realm. No matter how I look at it, it's Dad. Oh my goodness. I knew it was him. How dare you? How dare you sabotage your daughter's company? You brainwashed him, didn't you? I can't believe it. What is wrong with you?
Oh, Cupid. よかったよかった。ここにいたか。
What is wrong with you? Don't give me that. What are you doing here? It's rare for the gods to come into the human realm. Auntie is the exception because she likes it here. Dad has stated his dislike for humans many times. I suspected that he found out the location because I used my bow and arrow, but from how nervous he was, I knew that wasn't the case.
なんでもいいだろう。とにかくこんな潰れそうな会社辞めて深海に戻ってくるんだ。キューピッド。
What do you mean it's a sinking ship? It's doing totally fine.
そんなはずないだろう。顧客データが流れてどんどん会員が減っているのだ。潰れるのも時間の問題。
And how would you know that? Dad, why do you know that? This shouldn't be public information. It was just discovered recently because of the investigation.
Oh.
Did you do this, Dad? Were you the one leaking the customer information? I close in on Dad and he turns away with puckered lips like a child.
仕方ないだろう。お前は家出して帰ってこないし。それに神の真似事を人間がするなど許せん。こんな会社があるからお前も神の自覚を失う。だからこんな会社なくした方がいいんだ。
No, no, no. What kind of logic is that? Don't destroy our company because of that.
うちのではない。人間のだ。まったくお前は相変わらず神としての自覚が足りん。だから未熟なのだ。 とにかくこの会社はもう終わる。師匠を私が洗脳したからな。
I knew it.
今は不都合が起きて倒れているが、戻ってくればまた私の命令通り動くはずだ。その時こそこの会社の息の根を止めてやる。
Huh? Brainwash the secretary? Owen was obviously acting strange. I thought he just went insane from the stress. Could it be that?
ほら、あなたも知ってるでしょ？ D コンセンテスの十二神だけは人間を操る能力があるんだってこと。
Dad, you brainwashed Owen?
ん？オエン？ああ、MQ のことか。そうだな。あやつにはわしの助手をさせていた。せっかく CC を潰すためにロミジュリウェディングを作ったのに、最初は全然うまくいかなくてな。メディアを使ってネガキャンをしても効果なし。記事を作っても誰も見向きやしない。会社というのはやはり経営が難しい。それであのオーウェンとかいう男に声をかけたんだ。だがあやつの心にもともとそういう気持ちがあったからそこを利用しただけだ。わしが悪いのではない。
Yes, it's all your fault. Laid my hand on a nearby desk. Now I'm angry. All the negative coverage on TV and the stealing of our project plan and all the slander was all you.
ああ、そうだ。それが一番いいからな。
No, it's not. It's the worst thing you could have done. You don't care about the human lives here. Gods can't just have their way with humans.
何を言っている。人間は神が作った生き物だ。あやつらをどうするも神の勝手だろう。
No. The humans think on their own and live on their own lives. The gods do not have the right to take that away from them. Dad, you're here in the human realm and you don't understand how great humans are.
わかるわけないだろう。嫉妬で他人を引きずり落とそうとする生き物だ。神が導かなければならないんだ。
That's not true. The humans worry and make mistakes, but they are still able to move forward. We've had misunderstandings of all kinds, but the President and I can still face each other. I will be on the side of the humans. I am not returning to Celestia.
キューピッド。そうか。お前がそこまで言うならば、力ずくもやむを得まい。
Is the President going to come down here and confront him?
この軍神マーズを怒らせたツケを払ってもらうぞ。
Speaking of war, I heard how you got that scar on your face. Oh my goodness. Dad charges up his strength. Oh no, he's really mad now. But I won't lose. I used my divine powers earlier for the first time in a while. Due to that, my instincts have been heightened. I have the most powerful divine artifact. I'll bind Dad with something. Dad will have a taste of how scary it is to have the gods manipulate you. I then saw the robot vacuum cleaner move in the corner of my eye. Yeah, I'll just bind those two together. I've never done matchmaking for inanimate objects. There's a first time for everything. Oh my goodness. Dad, this is what you get for being so stubborn.
No, それは
Dad looks at my Cupid's bow and seems nervous. I didn't give him the chance to flee. I shot my arrow before he could move. The arrow splits into two, piercing through the air, and then... Oh my goodness. Alright. I struck Dad's heart. My Cupid's bow hit the target, straight into Dad's heart. In the next moment, the robot vacuum cleaner hit the wall and turned this way. Seeing the rear side of it, Dad's eyes turned into hearts. My Cupid plan worked.
なんて可憐なんだ。壁にぶつかっても掃除をするその優しさ。なんてけなげ。
What is this?
待ってくれ。その体を守りたい。次はわしにぶつかってくれ。
Wow. Dad chased after the robot vacuum cleaner while saying that. He's totally like a man chasing a woman. Although it's a robot vacuum cleaner he's after right now. This is what happens when you make Cupid mad. In the mythologies, there is a certain story where the gods feared the Cupid's bow and ran away. This should release Owen from the brainwashing that would release him from that suffering. I'm sorry, Mom. Cupid's bow is effective for 30 days. Please forgive Dad for cheating with a robot vacuum cleaner in that time. I'm sure Mom would understand. She loves fun stuff anyway. But I better ask Auntie to make sure if there is any lasting effects. I took out my phone while thinking that. Oh my goodness. Now her dad's gonna be in love with a vacuum for 30 days. That's really funny. Dingle's studio apartment. I think this is going to talk about Shelby's actual living arrangements. Anyway, that's where we're going to stop because there's only two more sections left. So I could combine them into one, or I could make it into two. I will decide that after I read them. But for now, I'm going to stop the episode here. If you guys did enjoy, it sounds really funny saying this after what just happened. It just went straight to crazy land. Like I don't even know what's happening right now. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. Subscribe if you want to see more of Cupid Parasite, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.